Here we go. Hero Racers.
Because the text is covering the cards. Oh no. All right. But we've got Someone325 versus EllipsisBreak. This is going to be a very fun, very competitive match between these two. Someone325, known gamer, finishes very well in all of their races. Almost took the prize in MT16. Finished 4th in their first tournament. They have the ability to go the distance every year, and so far they are still proving that. While EllipsisBreak is a known Kuso player, and I believe has made brackets not every time, but like is a known quantity over in the Kuso realm, and is showing their ability here as well in mystery tournaments. Because this is a winners 3 match, I believe. I'll take that silence as yes, Shrambles, you are correct.
Yeah, it is winners 3. You're right.
Yeah, both very skilled competitors. So this will be a very competitive match. And I believe is this a double or is this just them?
This one isn't, no.
Okay.
But I think the next 2 probably will be. Oh man, I found a pick with some attitude for this one.
Oh, it's got a backwards baseball cap.
Yeah, we've got an interesting game coming up here. It is indeed a video game.
But yeah, let's take a look to see where these players have had their journey for this MT18.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Someone325, being seeded, only has 1 game. They played Wreck-It Ralph for the DS against Bacon Man 12. Bacon Man still a very strong competitor, but took the win there. And then EllipsisBreak, beating both Mr. Moggy and Adam Played in Metal Storm and Mercury Meltdown. Kind of an element theme for Ellipsis right now. So maybe we get like Iron Man for the 3rd game. Be very funny theming.
No. I guess, yeah, he could have gotten really unlucky or lucky, depending on how you want to look at it, and had both Mercury Meltdown games. Had also Archer McLean's Mercury.
But yeah, it's always fun to see like a theming in certain people's brackets are the games they play. Because some people only get like NES games, some people only get freeware or puzzle games. I almost had a streak of only blob games.
Almost. Next game is a little genre you may or may not have heard of. It's called a platformer.
Oh, I think those are very rare in video game world. As most people think, oh, it's a video game, so it's obviously with a gun or you're making blocks. Those are the only 2 video game types, according to the fogies.
Yeah. I would say this platformer actually is kind of rare because it is in the arcades.
Ooh, arcade platformer.
Yeah, it's an odd place to find one.
Like, I watched a video about someone who was just like saying, I never went to arcades to play platformers. I had those at home.
Yeah,
so
why
would I play platformers in an arcade?
Right. Mooware, the I would say rare direct statement on a video game saying that Wreck-It Ralph was garbage. That's a strong statement from Mooware. It's not. I wouldn't call it good. It's a fine race. I don't think like I would ever be talking about it if I didn't race it.
Yeah, I always see Mooware as someone who is like not to say likes every game, but like, you know, sees the positives in almost any game, mostly because they've taken control of the weekly blinds. So it has to have some grain of salt with each game they are forced to play, to prep. But I mean, we all have our strong opinions, and that's okay. Not every game can be the Mona Lisa.
For sure, and it sounds like one of the players is a little unfamiliar with MAME, and so is just trying to work through all of the intricacies, which, you know...
I hope next year we integrate the new BizHawk that has MAME support now.
Yeah, I'd like to try it. I haven't tried it yet.
The Kuso Grande packet now is using that BizHawk, and it makes playing arcade games so much easier.
It's consistent then, it just works, huh?
Yeah, it just works. I was playing that one game you were playing a few days ago that I will not mention by name. That you said was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's, I played that in the BizHawk. It worked really well.
Oh,
it had a weird audio thing at first, but then like when I relaunched the emulator, it worked. I played the ungame mode of it, which was not good, but...
Yeah, man, that's awesome. You know, there's a lot of cool video games. You know, I think, I love the freeware. I'm big in, we got one people using the BizHawk name, so yeah, they're working it out. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Anyway, I love the freeware. I love seeing what people are up to. But sometimes there's cool stuff that's like 50 years old, and it's like...
there's a lot of cool untapped arcade games that, you know, some people just forgot about.
Also, we're getting to the point where, like, fully 3D, like, 2005 arcade games are getting to be pretty playable. And so, which was like a weird era for arcade where they were just, like, making games.
What was it? Was it you who was talking about that mouse game that like had the hammer?
Yeah,
you see in every arcade.
Game. The Chuck E. Cheese exclusive, yes.
Yeah, which I found out is just called Mouse Attack.
Yeah.
Like you would see that, I'd see that almost everywhere, and I don't think it was just exclusively Chuck E. Cheese. But that game, it was so iconic to the fact that I've never played it, but I distinctly remember it because I think it was the most annoying and like why is this fun?
I don't know if it was a ticket game or what. It must have been ticket related.
It has to be some sort of like tickets something. Because I looked at it, I was like, there's no score indicator. You're not playing the mouse, you're playing the hammer. You are the Tom in this Tom and Jerry situation.
Yeah. There's some like Commodore game called Rat Splat or something, and it's got this horrible cover of like some badly drawn dude hitting a rat with a hammer, and it's like bleeding everywhere. It just always makes me think of that Chuck E. Cheese game. That's basically what we were doing. It's pretty violent.
Oh, is that the box art? Maybe you should post that in the box art channel.
Yeah, I think I posted
Take a look.
it once.
Yeah.
And here we go.
I love seeing these unique, interesting arcade games that, you know, maybe only like 700 like cabinets were made or something.
Yeah, some of them had like no distribution, and then you're like, well, not surprised that nobody ever heard of this. There's even some Korean arcade games.
Who is this comedian smashing rats with a hammer? Like this is this is like some stand-up guy.
A truly revolting game, says the cover. What a funny. Like, imagine that you're like, oh, let's read the trades and see how, you know, our game did, and then you the byline is a truly revolting game.
I mean, that's something you. That's WarioWare advertisement right there.
I know.
Because that was like the whole bit of WarioWare advertising. It's like, this game stinks.
Yeah, arcade for MT can be hard. In this game, you have, I'll just spoil the fact that sometimes arcade platformers are kind of stupid because you just hold right, and then if you die, you just have infinite coins, so you just hold right, and then you just, like, win. But in this game, you actually go back to a checkpoint when you die. So you can't just die all the time.
Yeah, the metal slug syndrome, as people say. No one says that. But yeah, because I know, I remember distinctly having a race with BTS where we played Metal Gear, an arcade Metal Gear, where it was just who could die to refill their grenades the fastest. And we finished within like 5 seconds of each other. So it is always exciting to see an arcade game that doesn't have quarter to win mechanics.
Yes.
Pay to win. That's the correct phrase.
We've got... Oh, I never looked at the box art. Here we go. We've got the game, but I think... Well, I'll just put it up on stream, and we'll watch the players figure it out. Making sure they test the controls. If you've never used MAME, you gotta do it. And our game is Magical Cat Adventure.
I remember this game.
What do you remember it from? Because I actually played this to look at it for a backup.
That's what I mean. I remember you playing this game.
I know. I put it in a maybe, and then MooWare submitted it anyway. And so if it was submitted, I was like, that's good enough if I put it in maybe. So we're there.
I distinctly remember the ending being, I'll just say difficult.
Yeah, I thought it was so hard, and then people didn't really have issues in testing, so I guess it was just me.
Yeah, because there's something about, like, you're fighting, like, this dog angel, and you had to find, like, the perfect frame, or some, like, spot to stand in order to not actually take damage. But yeah, this should be a fun little adventure for our two racers here.
Yeah, well, and unlike Recall Horn, this was actually released. Although, who the hell is Wind Techno? Am I right? What is Wind Techno? I've never heard of this company. Arcade games from obscure companies are especially funny because, like, was hard. Making an arcade game is hard. I guess you had to partner with, hopefully, people who could, like, handle the hardware.
Because, like, it's not just, like, making a disc or, like, a cartridge. You're literally making an entire cabinet that, like, has a lot more just... I can't believe the word is losing me. Like, construction costs.
Yeah.
Materials.
Wind Techno, Japanese developer. Magical Cat Adventure seems to be their only release. Insane. Imagine your only release being an arcade platformer. That's so weird. We're just waiting for the last person to ready up. Both our racers are ready, though.
But yeah, being this an arcade game, not too much in terms of control. This isn't a fighting game. I'm assuming there's only, like, 2 buttons outside of, like, joystick, jump, and shoot, which I guess shoot in this case is throw a dagger.
Yeah, let's take a look at this pace pen here.
All right, and these players need to finish this with an hour, or I have to leave.
bet they will. It's not a super long game. I mean, it's an arcade game, so it goes without saying. Every once in a while, some people, like Capcom, would put out some pretty long arcade games.
And there's the credit feed.
Yep.
And there's the start of the race. We're at the Forest of Yarms. I didn't see the whole word. I just saw EARMS, which I'm not even sure if is correct.
I'm gonna reload someone's stream, see if we can get some higher bit rate here. Maybe we can't. Maybe that's just how it is.
I think it lowered when you reloaded it.
It's alright. We're here. You can get going pretty darn fast. It's kind of weird, though. I think it's, like, momentum-based or something. Like, the longer you hold forward, the faster you can get going, and then...
So it has, like, a Sonic, like, energy to it with a Bubsy aesthetic. But doesn't seem as punishing. And there's someone taking a death, so I'm assuming that's going to put someone back at...
Yeah, see, look, EllipsisBreak started flying. So it's possible to get going pretty fast. Oh yeah, this is my favorite attack. I think you might remember this one, because it's pretty...
Yeah, I remember the face attack.
Yeah.
So, I believe there are, like, different kinds of power-ups, and you need to collect the same power-up in order to upgrade it. And if you collect a different power-up, it starts back at level 1.
Yeah. I never fully understood how to get each attack. They're all better than your default. Okay, yeah, there's the face. I actually think you're wrong, Shrimp. I think it's, like, literally just each one is different, and face is, like, you want face.
Oh. Yeah, you just want face. But EllipsisBreak, with the early lead at the first boss...
I love this sort of, this is a huge trope in video games. This guy who's just a black face in the cloak, and he's like a floating wizard. There's probably, like, 50 NES games that have this guy as a boss. I don't know who he is, but he's big in Japan.
It must just be easy to animate or just create a character that looks like this.
Someone with another death, playing much more aggressively. Although, oh, yeah, there it is. I was gonna say, you have pretty limited health in this game. It's not that easy. That's an issue with arcade platformers sometimes, is they're just, like, too easy.
And it seems
not
like
this one.
I didn't see if someone picked up another power-up, but it seems like someone maintained his power-up.
I think you keep it through deaths, and maybe also through game overs, now that I think about it.
But yeah, there is a defeat. So moving on to the next round.
EllipsisBreak has the tiny little knives, which hopefully they do good damage, but they're tiny little knives.
We are now in the Cave of Illusion.
I guess they'd have to be tiny if you have that many on you at once.
Ooh,
Yeah, you definitely want to keep the face. It's hard to keep the face. Okay, this one's pretty decent. The double flyer. The power-ups are kind of huge, though. So if you want to run really fast, you have to, like, not... Like, you really can't. You're just gonna have to deal with... Oh yeah, chests hurt you. I forgot about that.
And it bounced someone into the golf hole, causing a game over.
EllipsisBreak with the big face. This is working out. Let's see if EllipsisBreak can keep the face. Someone with another quick death. I assume that was an accident.
I think someone's trying to
trying to build up the speed.
Yeah, trying
which
to
he
Mario
was doing in
over
the first place, but doesn't
not
have the
speed.
space.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh no, but that's a bigger gap.
That's a 2-tile gap.
Okay, yeah, this attack is awful. This dragon attack. Not a fan of this one. It's fine. It just, like, the arc is... it's a frustrating... It's not shooting a giant face forward, that's for sure.
Nico is pointing out that it does say Magical Cat Adventure.
Got it. Boom. Fixed. And then I can
I was
apply
really
the stream
hoping you would
title.
put another typo somewhere else on the stream to make it like a Where's Waldo of where's the typo now?
There we go. Someone's flying. EllipsisBreak has caught up with all those deaths that someone had. Oh, oh! Oh, this is the exact same scenario!
Yeah.
100% the exact same scenario.
It's interesting to see that both of our racers getting caught up on the exact same thing. Like,
yeah,
it's not too out of the ordinary, but both of these players are very strong. So,
someone not knowing if that was just foreground or spikes, they are indeed spikes.
Oh, and EllipsisBreak keeps threading the needle on these rock holes.
EllipsisBreak posting in race IRC LMAO. Agreed. We're laughing too. I'm glad you can laugh with it. Someone is doing everything they can.
Oh, if someone had an additional health, almost got bailed out by hitting that fire because they were going to fall right into that pit.
Never seen an arcade game that gives you a 20 count.
This is just twice the game, IZ.
It gives you a long time to consider whether or not you want to keep playing. I guess, or fumble around in your pockets.
Yeah, and so there's that same pit that someone died to last time. It's getting saved by jumping into the fire.
Someone lost the face. Has to use the little magical glitter dust on this guy, who you can only hit in the face. Cool looking boss, though. I don't think you can shoot upwards in this game. Yeah, that's something, by the way, you should always check in platformers whether or not you can attack upwards. Helps a lot in many platformers.
But yeah, EllipsisBreak now, the screen before this boss is getting the face now. But is that a completion? Yeah, that is a completion from Someone325.
Okay,
Has
just
beat
barely.
The second boss.
1 health left. EllipsisBreak has the face, is heading barreling toward this boss.
Now something
okay, fine. The knockback saves you.
Jumping into the lake. Something I noticed on someone's screen. Someone actually has 4 HP. Ellipsis only has 3. So at some point, someone gained an HP up. That is maintaining.
Get it from something.
Does the pace bin say anything about getting...
Not sure. Let me check. No.
EllipsisBreak taking a death at the boss, but luckily these continues are pretty generous because EllipsisBreak is going to spawn at the boss
with the face. And this boss with a face is good.
Yeah,
really, any boss with the face is good. You want the face. Face is, I think, the best weapon. I'm not prepared to, like testify in court over it, but
yeah, I'm not sure what damage values are because we've seen this in other games where bosses seem to have an HP value, and it might be possible that all your attacks do the same amount of damage.
Yeah,
but we don't really have a way of knowing that without seeing the value. All right, so we've got
this dude. This dude's an acrobat. I forgot about this guy. He shows up and immediately just starts freaking out and doing flips. Wild.
But yeah, so someone already on the 3rd boss. Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get you. So I feel like it's just like this guy's kind of theatrical nature. I think he's probably not too bad to dodge.
Yeah, someone finding out you can't just jump on its head. You do have to shoot it.
Oh!
Is this a
Got
loop?
him into a loop here. This is a quality loop. Look at that!
Yeah, and there it is. Someone throwing the last attack at the first mate just to make sure there wasn't some bonus attack. But now we're at the Castle of Ghosts.
EllipsisBreak picked up a second face when already having the face. I don't think it affected anything.
Does not look like it.
That's the fire pellet. You don't want that one. That makes fire dragons. Ooh, very wiggly piece of wood there. Man, someone's stream is struggling. I hope this isn't the game. Pretty sure if it was the game, they would be saying something. Experienced mystery player, more or less. I'll try reloading. Nope, this is what we get. Good audio. EllipsisBreak fighting Captain Gymnastic.
Captain.
That's hard.
Well, Ellipsis hasn't gotten the same loop yet.
That was a powerful loop, honestly. Oh my gosh! Playing virtual highlight over here.
Yeah, that's
taking a lot of hits.
Yeah, Ellipsis hasn't seemed to got the rhythm of the cat captain yet.
Is it getting worse over time? Yeah, I have to say it is. I would ask them to restart the stream or something, but like... Seems okay. Like, I'm sure their game is fine. And I don't want to, like, bug them, but I might if it gets...
if it gets slideshowy. But it's clear that they're playing and nothing is, like, affecting them in-game.
Yeah. Because there's absolutely no way that if this was how it appeared to them, they would be doing anything.
Yeah, they would not be playing. They would definitely be saying something.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately lost the, yeah, okay.
Yeah, now... I think now might be,
Yeah.
Because this is choppy. But on Ellipsis' side, Ellipsis still having a bit of a struggle with this cat boss.
Yeah, this is an unfortunate... it's taken a ton of hits. I think is getting a little aggressive at trying to get extra hits in. Like, I think you should only get one per jump over, honestly. It's gonna take longer, but then you won't get hit.
Yeah, there is something about a consistent strat is better than sometimes is better than a fast one.
Well, especially if it's been this many, like, you have to, whatever.
Oh,
I can't think of the word. Eat your losses, something with your losses.
Yeah, count your losses before they hatch.
Yeah, count your losses before they hatch. I asked someone to restart the stream and race chat, so we'll see what happens. This is a huge time loss, though, for Ellipsis. See if they have clean audio.
Yeah, there is a rhythm to getting this boss to attack with just the knives and not the acrobatics, which someone did show off pretty flawlessly. So another attempt. Yeah, it's very interesting because, like, there are times when this cat just doesn't take damage. Or it might just be...
Yeah, he just has huge iframes, I think. I think the iframes don't match up with the blinky state that he does.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Says just went live again. Isn't yet, but I'm just gonna keep reloading.
Someone is now streaming on their alt account, 326.
This is the alt, or maybe not. It is Someone325 though.
But yeah, Ellipsis is still struggling on this boss, trying to get this pattern down. It's not... Someone325 made this look much easier than it actually is.
Well, he got the loop, which helps, but even then, wasn't getting hit. The jump in this game is very, like, kind of floaty. There we go.
Wait. Oh, almost. I think has the loop now. Yeah, there we go. Ellipsis has found the loop. Gets the clear. And we are still trying to get Someone325 back up. But Ellipsis is moving on to the ghost level.
Good. Doesn't want to get this chest because it's probably a worse weapon. Smart.
It may have HP, which is something that I don't think EllipsisBreak has seen yet.
For sure, maybe that's what the coins are for? I'm not sure. I don't think the paste bin has any mention of it.
Health refills by collecting gems. So yeah, so if you collect enough gems, you do get HP back, but I don't think you get HP increased with gems.
Maybe if it's full.
There we go. Someone is now back.
Yeah, so they probably have a little bit of a read time. We can work that out later. Now we just gotta see... We gotta see the Magical Cat Adventure. I think... Looks like they're probably on the same level.
I distinctly remember you had a lot of troubles when you played this on this level.
Did I?
Because I remember there was these platforms that you just could not get the rhythm of. Especially because there was a ghost that you kept running into at the end.
Oh, yes, yes! Now that you say that, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember this checkpoint.
Like, core memory unlocked.
Yeah, it still has the extra health, so it looks like it is permanent. That's a strong upgrade, for sure.
Yeah, because it's not like... Yeah, because these bats are just placed in such a way...
Gets the face. Also some sort of a heart pickup.
So EllipsisBreak now on the same level. But until we can know for certain how long of a read time we'll have for someone, is still behind.
Ooh, risky jump that someone took. Your air control in this game is actually pretty hard. It's not as simple of a platformer as it looks. You have a lot of resistance on your air movement. Air as thick as molasses. Someone gonna go over and get the heart? Nope, ignoring the heart.
It has that extra HP, so it debated it. I think debated it.
Yeah. Oh, killing these big stones. The face is nice for killing stuff that's above you even, because it's got such a big...
It's such a wide attack. I think it's a little bit shorter range, but...
I mean, your sprite is huge. The range is, like, not that big of a deal, because your movement speed is fast and your sprite is big.
Yeah, with that area of attack, it just makes up for any kind of deficits. Especially being in the middle, I think it covers, like, the half of the screen.
Oh, it is Count Catula. Ha ha ha, as he says.
Yeah, exactly.
Pa pa pa. There we go. Oh, jeez, someone's pushing the iframes to the limit there. Oh, he says, I have my bets! This guy doesn't seem super threatening. Oh, never mind.
Oh, it spawns right on top of someone.
Yeah.
So it does have to start this fight over, but pretty sure someone has the rhythm of this vampire cat down, so we'll probably see it clear. So you can. It looks like you can kill these bats, but I don't know if it actually does anything.
I know sometimes a boss like this, that's the boss's health. Like you need to reduce that.
Oh, somehow like moves it on to the next cycle. But it does seem to be that the vampire will spawn in your spot if you aren't moving.
I think you might just spawn in a spot and you got really unlucky.
No, I think it's definitely tracking your position, and like if you stay at it too long, it will move to that position.
Well, you gotta hope that he does the bat attack then, because it's the bat shoot gives you way more opportunities to hurt him.
I mean, is getting points the most valuable MT resource? Is this another loop? I think someone has yet again found another loop. Okay.
Oh.
Almost. Still. Got a lot of damage in.
This is a good place to stand, unless he spawns on top of you, I guess. But, like, close to the wall is good for this guy. And then he baits out the spawn. Yep, I like it. One gets it.
And there is the clear. He's going to take these stairs down to the next level.
Not before I'm done running Mystery Tournament, Nico, that's for sure. It's enough work as it is. But I have many ideas, and I have many ideas written down even.
I want to say that this is the last level.
It is, yeah. This is the final... Like, to say this is the last level is not saying that much, because I think it's only the 4th level. But it is indeed the last... They're long levels, and they have many checkpoints. I died a lot on this level.
Yeah, these floating squid octopus things are just placed in a way, and someone's gonna realize that bottom path is not the path to go.
I very much preferred the upper path.
I love how I said squid octopus when it's clearly a jellyfish.
Yeah.
What is it about being on commentary that makes you say the exact wrong thing about something that is so clearly something else?
So the big issue with the squid octopus is that when you touch it, you go flying backwards at a speed yet unknown to any enemy. Oh my gosh. And you just go so far.
The knockback energy is bad. And like as we've seen, picks up the dragon. Probably not something.
It might be good against the jellies. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, that one-shots the jellies.
Because it's like piercing, and it probably is hitting like 10 times. Oh, it just decides to get this anyway. This is the worst one. Just a little pea shooter. Oh, the faces. Okay. The reason this is scary is because of the knockback, not because of the damage. EllipsisBreak on the Count Catula.
Yeah, it takes a death, but we'll see how quickly. I feel like Ellipsis now knowing how these bosses work. Ooh, someone taking a dip.
Now I want to say that's right where the checkpoint is. So either he made it or he didn't, but he was like, yes, okay, just barely. That's literally right where the checkpoint is.
And as you can see, the octopus squid immediately knocking someone back. It is a bad spawn if you're not shooting immediately when you respawn.
So, Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
Gets another HP, doing some sick movement.
Yeah, so it's a heart up, power up. You have to find it in the stage. That's what it is. That was incredible. This is not an easy section, and I went slowly through this section. I think what I ended up doing is I played this final section of the game for like 20 minutes, and then I pulled up a video, and then I was like, I beat the game.
Yeah, we watched a video of it, and you claimed it was you playing, and just like, you can't prove it. And we could.
And this was not the official tournament test. This is when I was just looking for backups, and was like, never heard of this. But this section's really hard.
Yeah, and we are at the boss. This is, I think, the final boss of the goal.
Yeah, I think he's got multiple phases. Either that, or he just has like a lot of different colors that he goes through as you kill him.
I remember him having like 3 or 4 different distinct attacks. So right now it's doing this electric circle. I think has like a fire attack that goes on the ground. But having 5 HP is such a boon for someone right now. Like, even if like he doesn't get the kill here,
well, I don't
it's going
think he
to
will.
be. And there is a clear from Ellipsis, so Ellipsis now onto the final level of the goal, but is distinctly behind. And that is a clear.
Is that it? No way.
I think someone.
Is that just the end of the game? There it is.
I think that's it.
Wow. What a game.
The 26-29, Someone325 has taken it.
It's a pretty fast clear. We may see from EllipsisBreak the struggles that this level presents.
But yeah, there is a reason why Someone325 has taken 2nd, 4th, and 6th, or whatever Visorex posted in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
Did I completely miss something?
It's true. Okay, no need to worry about a raid time. Someone was actually even a little bit more ahead than that, because who knows how long it took them to not play the game and get their stream back up. But regardless, I mean, we're doing just fine.
Alright, nobody said the secret word, so sorry nobody gets the gift today.
It's true, nobody did. MFH. Nice job. That was a cool little password input screen, actually. Or not password, but name. Half Beastie also finishing with 27-31.
But yeah, a very, very good time from what I would say is not an easy platformer. Arcade platformers aren't generally known for their easiness, so someone really killed it with this game.
This game's especially hard, kind of like somebody said it was like Bubsy. I think they were mostly referring to how the character looked, but actually it is like Bubsy in another way, where the game allows you to go quite fast, but it's like, no, not actually, because the level design and all of the other mechanics make it so you can't ever actually go fast.
The knockback on some of these enemies is very brutal, and sometimes will just instantly kill you. As we're seeing with EllipsisBreak right now, is not having a good time with this level. Constantly jumping into enemies. This was more akin to when we were watching you play it, ID.
Yes. Yep, that was the end of the game. He beat the whole thing. It's not a very long one. And this is the only, maybe they were just testing the waters. This is the only game that this company ever made, as far as we can tell. Second boss. Oh, did you have the dragon on the guy who you can only hit in the head? Did we check if someone just pulled up a video during the stream break? No, I guess not. Yeah, someone hover your mouse over the hover your mouse over the thing so we know. So what did you have to do? Hit him with the arc of the attack? Yeah, we've had Wingstop win a race before. Waiting for one of these days where YouTube wins the race. Not actually. Don't cheat, please.
there are easier ways to cheat than that. Uh,
That's true. That would be, well, the covertly swapping the long play out. You don't even know if the long play's good. It might be one of those tool-assisted long plays, but it might not be. And if it's freeware, you're not finding a video at all. If you do, it's gonna be like probably
It's gonna
really
have-
bad gameplay.
it's also gonna have commentary on it, so if
Yeah.
we switch to it and like can tell, it's like,
And like edits. Oh, looks like he's turning the screen black and white, and his voice got him a lot lower. That's weird.
Speaking of someone who definitely didn't pull up a YouTube video during the break, it's Someone325.
Yes, hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't think the YouTube videos of this exist, but
No, that's not true.
It
ID
does.
played this game and definitely pulled up a YouTube video to claim that he beat the game.
Yeah, at the end,
really.
the last section was like way too hard, and I just got frustrated. And you made it look easy. You
Yeah, just
ran through.
Just run through everything, mass shoot, and hope.
And oh,
I moved him, and then you did
I
too.
think we both moved that. We
Yeah.
were also joined by EllipsisBreak.
Hey everyone, I take it I lost by a lot?
It wasn't
by
too...
quite a bit, but you're on the final stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to the final
Yeah, I
stage
saw
pretty
this.
much at the same time someone was finishing it.
Yeah.
Someone just absolutely blew this game out of the water.
Yeah, I played recklessly at the start, and then I had a lot of trouble with the pirate boss specifically.
Yeah, so the trick there, someone was able to find a loop to that guy, which I think you found eventually.
Yeah, he only does that like if he's close to the edge of the screen and next to you, I think.
Oh, really? You can manipulate that? Yeah.
Yeah, just the knife throwing. Someone found that loop pretty quickly.
Yeah, I could. If that's manipulable, I completely missed it. Because to me, he was just either randomly giving me a knife throwing loop or doing a roll loop, and the roll is terrible. And most of my runs, he would just do that at some point, and I would die. If there's some way that I can control which one he's doing, then yeah, that would be the difference.
Yeah, someone kind of just got close to the wall and got him in a bit of the loop, although was being a little bit less trying to get fewer hits, and I think that's finally kind of how you did it, is you just like weren't trying to get so many hits.
How I did
his
it was
iframes are
he
weird.
threw knives like 10 times in a row.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But yeah, it is what it is.
But yeah, how did you both enjoy the game? Someone, I'll start with you first.
It was a game, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah,
arcade
very
platformer.
Reckless looking, and I don't know, it was kind of fun though. Definitely a game where you can sink quarters in because you're running too fast, but I guess that's okay because the checkpoints are pretty good.
Yeah, some very generous checkpoints throughout, especially being able to respawn exactly on the boss if you get to it. Lepsis, how was your experience with the game?
Mostly fine. The momentum is really weird in this game. It's like, what if Sonic, but bad?
Yeah, I was trying to describe the way the jumps go. It's like not. It's
There were
not like
a good
normal.
number of jumps that should be so simple that I just keep on missing platforms on just because I just can't wrap my head around the physics in this game. It's just so, it feels off in some vague way.
Yeah, it feels like you constantly gain speed as opposed to like having a cap at some point.
No, it's like
Or
it starts off that way, but then if you keep running at normal speed for a little while, suddenly you'll break into a run and it'll completely mess you up if you were planning on jumping then.
But yeah, it's like you start walking and then you immediately run and then you immediately go super speed. It's like steps instead of like gradual.
At some points,
Interesting.
I think I just started intentionally stopping once in a while to avoid runs because it's just in a game like this, moving that quickly is just stupid anyway. You're just gonna die. You should just never let him start running.
Yeah, especially because I think your character is directly in the middle of the screen, so you don't have that much real estate to see exactly where you're going.
Right. Well, I figured if I like kept shooting, then all the enemies would be gone. And if there's a pit, I would just jump and hope. And if not, well, I know the pit's there for next time.
But yeah, it's a weird one. Fairly short. Fairly. I mean, the thing about arcade games, as we were saying earlier, is a lot of them will literally start you like right where you died, which is not great for mystery because the best strategy is just to not play and hold right and then like just respawn immediately. But the nice thing is this game does have checkpoints, and this is the only game that this company ever made.
Oh
Apparently,
wow.
they made
Okay.
this arcade game and then nothing else, as far as anyone can tell. So,
They moved to a different industry or what?
you've played the full catalog. I don't think anyone really knows. It's
Yeah, they make
called,
snowplows now. Whatever. Who knows?
Yeah, they make lawnmowers.
yeah, the company's called Win Techno, and yeah, as the best information that I can find on the game developers that they made this. They published it too, I think. This was known in some places as Cat with 2 T's.
That's the full title?
Well, there's
That's a
Magical
pretty good
Cat
title.
Adventure, and then there's
Ah,
just Cat.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that because this seems like an attempt at a mascot game, but it doesn't have a mascot title. Cat with 2 T's would be it.
It's true. Although most mascots don't start in the arcade. You never know. Well, anyways, great having you both. Good match. You're both still in it. Someone moving on to winners 4, Ellipsis Break.
You will be
I gotta
playing the
look.
winner of Kostucha versus Jal.
All right then.
In what bracket? That's like losers like 5 or something, right? I don't know. You end up getting
Yeah,
pushed forward.
that's losers 4, I believe.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you don't even have an opponent yet. But yeah, you're both very much still in it, and the only sad, losers bracket has an upside is that you get to play more games. and they won't be by this company. They can't be because you already played the one that they made.
quite literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just play another cat platformer.
Yeah, they're out there. They're out there. Hopefully Budsy hasn't made its way in. And we have the next gig game. So good seeing you, and we're going to introduce the next race. Goodbye.
Bye.